really is his best pick. And, of course, Little Mac, not the greatest grab. I believe it's frame 9 and a pretty unimpressive range. However, being that this is a character... Oh, forward tilt. Duh. Ooh. That is a 2-hit move. So, yeah, I mean, Little Mac probably just going to have to respect and whiff punish the focus or wait for that dash.
This is an interesting matchup, I feel, for Ryu to deal with because they're playing a character that can actually kill Ryu relatively early in comparison to most matchups. So in like these situations where like Ryu wants to hold on to rage and get really early stocks, he might even get a chance to set up for that. He'll just flat out die around like 70–80%.
Soul, though, with some beautiful pivot into reverse up tilt approaches. I think that is definitely one of Mac's most dangerous tools, being that it ends so much faster from the backside. Oh, yep, see, he's just going to respect it, but not in there fast enough even to punish the whiff punch. Usually you'll see Ryu's when they don't think it's going to hit, just go for the dash cancel, but maybe Diablo got a little bit too big of a head right there. He's like, okay, well, Mac's right in my face. I might as well let this rip. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is where you test how patient are they going to play. Mac with the KO punch. Right now, though, Diablo actually not committing to run away from the KO punch here. He's holding his ground center stage.
I think he just wants to take it away. Oh, and he's got a KO punch of his own.
Worth it. Wow. Actually opting to not run away from there, getting the hit confirm he needs to actually steal the stock.
Yeah.
Oh, focus going right through the up smash there. That's a free 18%.
I had never heard of Diablo until today, but I got to play him and his partner in some doubles games. This guy's really good. So I know most people sitting at home are definitely a lot more familiar with Soul, but don't let that fool you, man. Just because you haven't heard of a player doesn't mean that they're not a huge tournament threat. This is Smash 4. This is a young game. This is a game in which many regions still don't have an established stream, especially on the level of like 2GG or something to that effect.
Yeah, and so many people are just motivated to do really well in the game, so you can't really sleep on anyone.
Especially when you come to a big tournament like Genesis 4. So many killers. Oh, jab top B, that's it.
That's enough. Great way to close up that stock because you don't want Rage Ryu to touch you at this percent. Okay, he's going to land with another forwarder, trying to trap the landing with the Hadoken. That's a great trap there. Not going to leave the stock, but whoa! Almost getting the Locust up off the top.
Soul's life definitely flashing before his eyes right there. Hey, man, we don't know that that's not the Diablo, right? Like,
okay.
Nobody knew who Locust was
right,
until like 5 weeks ago, so I think Diablo kind of with a similar story.
Oh, that was such good pressure at the ledge there. Just got the safe poke with the down tilt, walked away, said, okay, there's very few options you can go for here that are safe. If you roll, I'm ready to immediately rack with the Shoryuken. That was a really good turnaround there from Diablo, taking game 1 against Soul. And this is not winners finals of the pool, I believe, so.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, so Diablo might be a little underseeded here.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think the tournament organizers probably knew who he was, honestly. He just isn't one of those players who has a name on the national stage yet, but this is his opportunity, and that's why you gotta love tournaments like this, because you never know who's gonna come out of the woodwork.
Exactly.
Soul, though, counterpicking FD, classic Little Mac favorite, and I guess he has no fear of Ryu running away from him on the platforms when the KO punch comes into play.
Yeah.
And also, that potential Shoryuken chase is out of the picture now as well.
He's waiting patiently on the lanes, but doesn't pick out the neutral air. Diablo's going to get a free landing there, and he's got to watch his rolls from the ledge. Diablo's just waiting for those opportunities.
That was such a cute combo, though. Down tilt into forward air, into forward tilt on the ground. And is that the first stock? No, Ryu just a little bit too chunky.
Does have the KO punch very soon, though. If he can actually take this stock without getting the KO punch, he's in like the best case scenario.
Yeah, Little Mac really goes miles up the tier list when he gets the first stock and still has KO punch. Even then, like, even if he loses the first stock, then kills you with KO punch on deck, he's still so terrifying. But right now, Diablo has to be shaken in his boots.
Oh yeah, I mean, Soul's just waiting for a down tilt. Ooh, but wasn't ready for that red fireball. KO punch is gone. Still has a stock lead, and this is not going to be enough to kill.
He almost gave that boy the illest commentator's curse strides.
Yeah.
But have to chill for a second.
All right, Diablo's been consistently falling with these neutral airs. Soul hasn't really found an opportunity. Great tech into the up B.
And the presence of mind, too, for Soul to just go for that. Even though that neutral air looked like it was going to hit him outward, he's like, you know what, there's still a chance that this can hit me backwards. I might as well go for the option select tech. Just put it in with my recovery.
He's almost getting a second KO punch here.
Wow, blatantly in his face whiffs that jab, or the hard jab.
Okay, so Ryu's going to get a taste of his own medicine with the wake-up B from the ledge.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I've seen Ryu's do that so many times to other people, but I guess they're not used to farm for a little trick there.
I mean, we've been seeing him do that since like 1980-something.
Yeah, I know, right? The Street Fighter Classic.
Wake up into Dragon Punch. Okay, Little Mac definitely has been studying the ways of the World Warrior. And Soul making a very strong comeback there.
Oh yeah, if you lose the first game and come back with a 2-stock, that just kind of shows your opponent, like, yeah, I got your habits. You got to come with some new stuff in game 3. And we're kind of getting a repeat of game 1 pretty much. We're going to take him to Dreamland after winning the first game on Battlefield. So maybe trying to get a little bit of repeat performance. We'll see though. Soul's definitely stepping it up this match for sure.
Kind of seeing Ryu struggle in this zone-breaking situation. Even though Little Mac isn't a character who throws projectiles at you, he still definitely commands a very specific sphere of respect. And Ryu's not a character with any sort of burst movement. He can't break your wall like that.
Yeah, he kind of, the way he wants to approach, if he does like kind of, approach aggressively, he has to jump. And Soul has been showing that he can definitely blow up those jump options really heavily. I like the F tilt there to catch the focus. Multi-hit move is going to be able to do a really good job of doing that.
Yeah, even though forward tilt isn't safe on block, it is still a relatively uncommitted move. It starts and ends pretty quickly, so you might as well just throw that out when you see Ryu landing. Oh, again, just up being out of trouble. And now he's got the KO punch. This is really scary for Diablo.
Not going to swing there. Wow, Soul might have been looking for a more punchable defensive option, but he definitely was in all the lag.
Yeah, in those game 3 situations when your opponent just does something really laggy and silly that you would never have seen come. Oh, what? Like that? No!
Oh,
what?
is he going to die for it?
No way!
What?
Press 1 if you feel bad for Soul, because I certainly do.
I feel terrible for Soul right now. I mean, bait? I don't know.
I'm going in the chat right now to press 1.
Is that one of the best baits I've ever seen? I don't know. Diablo's going to take that first stock, though. And Soul looking to see if he can take this stock without getting any damage. Oh, focus percent. Oh, okay, that's 31%. I thought it was going to be a much heavier punch there, but that's great damage. I want to say Mac is actually halfway at kill percent at this point.
Yeah, from the few games I got with Diablo, even though it was doubles, I could really tell that this guy is a survival master, and I think that's going to give Soul a lot of trouble right now. Oh! Okay, just leaves himself wide open with that Shoryuken for literally no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I know if he does the input Shoryuken, has very little landing lag, so it's a great bait sometimes, but Soul definitely could have punched that one. Oh, no. That's crucial. Is that it?
No
yeah.
way!
Soul is going to drop into lose other pool.